It seemed kind of unbelievable to me at first, but then I realized this. Let me show you what I'm talking about, even though nothing I say is financial advice, and even though I'm not telling anyone to do anything. So, did you know that the CEO of Zebec, which of course we all know as Simon, recently made a post announcing how there's quote unquote big things in the works? And he actually posted a picture of him being at the Ripple office. Wow, that was my initial reaction. I mean, were we gonna see Ripple partnership? Who knows? But then, even as of right now, we don't know yet for sure. But then seeing Simon being right there, wow. I mean, I guess he wouldn't be there just for fun. It's not like he's a fan and he's just there trying to take pictures. That doesn't seem to be the case for me. It seems like it's actually something quote unquote, maybe hypothetically serious. Because let's keep in mind, Simon, it's not like he has absolutely no plan or no relation to maybe being even in the vicinity of Brad Garlinghouse, which is the CEO of Ripple. It's not like that's the case. Think about it, right? When it comes to Simon, he's allegedly going to be a keynote speaker right after Brad Garlinghouse at XRP Las Vegas, which is going to happen on April 30th to May 1st. However, for April 30th, more specifically, again, Simon is allegedly going to be speaking right after Brad Garlinghouse. And again, XRP Las Vegas, allegedly the largest conference of its kind in the world. And it's going to be at Nevada, of course, right in Las Vegas. But I'm just saying, again, if I take a look at that clue right there and I take a look at what Simon just posted, wow, that's my reaction. It seemed, again, almost a little bit unbelievable to me, but it seemed to be the case because Simon did just post that. Now the clues are really kind of there, right? Because a lot of people were saying, oh, are we going to see Ripple partnership? Well, now, maybe, hypothetically, who knows? But we'll wait and see. But if the clues are like this, I mean, come on. Again, we'll wait and see though, because Simon is planning to announce something he says at that conference. We'll wait and see. He says it's going to be a major announcement. So if it's going to be a major announcement, and he's already even at the Ripple office, the pieces of the puzzle seem to kind of be there for me to hypothetically speculate maybe a hypothetical Ripple partnership. But we'll wait and see. That's the thing. This is all just a waiting thing as of right now for me. But when I see these clues right here, I mean, I don't think Simon is doing that as a joke or something. I don't think he's doing that. I think he actually means it seriously. I mean, it would be such a bad look, right? If he just did it as a joke. Why would he do that? I mean, he doesn't have a history of doing that. Imagine if it was a joke, though, and just a random hypothetical. Let's say he randomly went inside the Ripple office and started taking pictures. That would be pretty funny, but I don't think he would just do that as a joke. I think he actually means something maybe a little bit serious. But the thing is, people like to say, well, if he's so serious about this, and if people care about a hypothetical Ripple partnership so much, why isn't ZBCN doing anything? Well, we have to take a look at the market sentiment, right? It's also not doing the best. The thing is, if let's say in a random make-believe hypothetical scenario, and again, this is not the case, but again, in just a random hypothetical, if Zebec even had a partnership with, let's say, I don't know, Justin Bieber maybe, even in a random hypothetical, if that is the case, which it isn't, but I'm just saying in a random hypothetical, even that wouldn't really do anything when it comes to the charts regarding Zebec, just because the market isn't necessarily doing the best, and also because Zebec is not a microcap. That's the thing. For a project of this size, it needs a major change in sentiment when it comes to this space. But if anything, people like to say, well, if a stellar partnership didn't really do much when it comes to the charts, when it comes to Zebec, and let's say even if we see a Ripple partnership, and also that maybe if it doesn't do much to the charts, people like to say that means it's a failure. But I don't necessarily agree with that, because sometimes these things, they usually matter when the market sentiment does change. But the only reason they could matter is if it happens, right? If these partnerships, if let's say the change in fundamentals do happen. It's like, for instance, why did people care about Cardano in 2021, primarily speaking, and even still to a certain extent as of right now? Well, it's because sometimes people take a look at the track record and they see that the project has been building. And especially in 2021, once we saw ADA, which is its native token, really kind of shine, all of the work that they did years prior kind of showcased, I guess, and it kind of reflected it when it comes to the charts, when eventually the market sentiment did change. That's the thing. But it wouldn't really be cared about too much if, let's say, the fundamentals weren't even that good to begin with, at least I'm assuming. So when it comes to Zebec, if a stellar partnership and Ripple partnership, let's say even if we do see one in regard to Ripple, but if that is the case, and let's say it didn't do much to the price charts immediately at that time, let's say if it's even announced, it wouldn't like make me just be upset or something like that, because I feel like, okay, maybe it may not matter too much in the current conditions of this market, but what happens if the market picks up again? Keep in mind, ZBCN was able to reach around a 540 million market cap last year without the stellar partnership that was announced this year, without the super app, and also on top of that, without a hypothetical maybe Ripple partnership, which again we'll wait and see, but it did all that back then, right? Again, when it comes to ZBCN, ZBCN reached around a 540 million market cap last year, almost, right? Without having an aspect of ISO 20022 yet at that time. And now we see SOC2, MICA, and as well as ISO 20022, that trifecta basically, that combination, or as musician Drake would say, combination, right? That combination basically, we have not seen that back then, but we do see it as of right now. But the market sentiment hasn't been that good, so what happens if it is? That's the thing. Keep in mind, Zebec, in my opinion, being way better, I think fundamentally, arguably, as of right now when compared to last year. I mean, I could only imagine maybe what could hypothetically happen if the market sentiment went back to where it once was last year, but then yet at the same time with Zebec being way better fundamentally. This is kind of just sometimes the mindset that I have. If it kind of did something a little bit more dynamic than last year, I can't say I'm surprised. It's like, for instance, if let's say someone finished the marathon using flip-flops, imagine what they could do if they actually used running shoes. That's the thing. Probably, I'm assuming they could hypothetically complete it a lot faster. That's the thing, right? Sometimes that's my mindset. So when it comes to Zebec so far, I mean, wow, it just seemed a little bit unbelievable when I saw, again, Simon posting that picture. At first I was like, wait, really? I had to look at it twice. But then it's kind of hypothetically real. You know, he actually did go to the office, allegedly, in regard to Ripple. So yeah, I find this a little bit exciting to me. I'm not telling anyone to do anything, but as more stuff does come out, hopefully, as there's more updates, I'll be sure to make more updates in regard to that. So hopefully y'all stay tuned for that. I want to say thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.